Hi, welcome to our brand new Microsoft Azure Fundamental AZ 900 Practice Questions 2022. In this video, we are going to discuss all the dummy questions of Microsoft Azure 900 exam. I am your host Kushal Mehta, and let's get started. True or false? When using SaaS, it is the responsibility of the user to ensure scalability. And the options are option 1, true. Option 2, false. And the correct answer is option 2, false. Explanation. The correct answer is false. Software as a service is a software solution that users purchase from cloud service providers such as Azure, and it is a form of using already completed software via the internet. Therefore, ensuring scalability is a matter that should be managed by the service provider. Question 90. True or false? It is necessary for the user to set the authority settings of the SaaS solution. And the options are option 1, true. Option 2, false. And the correct answer is option 1, true. Explanation. The correct answer is true. Software as a service is a software solution that users purchase from cloud service providers such as Azure. It is a form in which the already completed software is used via the internet, and the user's authority settings are managed by the user. Question 91. True or false? When using SaaS, there is no responsibility for the user to maintain infrastructure themselves. And the options are option 1, true. Option 2, false. And the correct answer is option 1, true. Explanation. The correct answer is true. Software as a service is a software solution that users purchase from cloud service providers such as Azure, and it is a method of using already completed software via the internet. Therefore, infrastructure maintenance is to be managed by the service provider. Question 92. You plan to build a web application using multiple Azure virtual machines. The requirement is to ensure that the services running on the virtual machine do not stop in the event of a single data center failure. Solution. Deploy virtual machines to 2 or more availability zones. Does this solution meet the requirement? And the options are option 1, yes. Option 2, no. And the correct answer is option 1, yes. Explanation. Yes is the correct answer. Deploying virtual machines in multi-AZ mode with multiple availability zones allows virtual machines to be deployed across multiple data centers, preventing a single data center failure to cause an issue to your system. Each availability zone consists of one or more data centers with independent power supplies, cooling means, and networks. By using 2 or more AZs, the impact of a single data center failure can be greatly reduced. Question 93. In what units are Azure invoice charges based on? And the options are option 1, Azure account. Option 2, Azure user. Option 3, Azure subscription. Option 4, resource group. And the correct answer is option 3, Azure subscription. Explanation. Option 3 is the correct answer. Azure invoices are charged in units of Azure subscription. You will be required to make payment for each subscription individually within 30 days of the invoice date. You are charged on per subscription basis. Option 1 is incorrect. The account acts as a location where billing and cost management is done, but payments are still made on a per subscription basis. Option 2 is incorrect. There are no invoice payments for Azure users. An invoice will be issued for your Azure subscription. Option 3 is incorrect. No invoice payment is incurred for a resource group. An invoice will be issued for your Azure subscription. Question 94. True or false? On-demand flexibility is one of the benefits of using IaaS on the Azure cloud? And the options are option 1, true, option 2, false. And the correct answer is option 1, true. Explanation. The correct answer is true. The advantage of the cloud is that you can quickly and flexibly build, delete, or expand infrastructure such as servers as needed. Question 95. True or false? Infrastructure management flexibility is one of the benefits of using IaaS on the Azure cloud, and the options are option 1, true, option 2, false. And the correct answer is option 2, false. Explanation. The correct answer is false. Physical infrastructure management is often not possible on the part of the user. IaaS infrastructure management is inflexible and requires very limited management options for the user. This means infrastructure management flexibility, not cloud flexibility. We cannot access infrastructure which hosts cloud services for us. Question 96. True or false? One of the benefits of using IaaS on the Azure cloud is that it will reduce costs compared to on-premises environments. And the options are option 1, true, option 2, false. And the correct answer is option 2, false. Explanation. The correct answer is false. While it is often cheaper to use the cloud, there is no guarantee that it will be cheaper. Extra costs may be incurred if you overuse various services. In addition, having your own infrastructure may reduce costs in the medium to long term. Question 97. True or false? One of the benefits of using IaaS on the Azure cloud is that you can leave all security measures to be handled by the cloud vendor themselves. And the options are option 1, true, option 2, false. And the correct answer is option 2, false. Explanation. The correct answer is false. You need to take security measures based on the specific application you have made. The responsibility for managing the security of an application or service depends on the cloud service model, built-in features, and partner solutions that can be deployed to Azure subscriptions. Have features available on Azure platform that cover these responsibilities. In this case, security is still a responsibility of the user. Question 98. Your company is planning to move from an on-premises environment to Azure, and you have decided to develop your application using Docker as the development environment. Which of the following is the best service to use for this scenario? And the options are option 1, Azure App Service, option 2, Azure Container Instances, option 3, Azure Functions, option 4, Azure Virtual Machine. And the correct answer is option 2, Azure Container Instances. Explanation. Option 2 is the correct answer. Azure Container Instances is a service that runs Docker containers on demand within your Azure environment. It can operate inside a separate container without orchestration, run event-driven applications, deploy quickly from the container development pipeline, and run data processing and build jobs. Option 1 is incorrect. Azure App Service is a fully managed platform service for building, deploying, and scaling web apps. Option 3 is incorrect. Azure Functions is an event-driven serverless computing platform that can solve complex orchestration problems. You would use this to develop serverless applications. Option 4 is incorrect. Azure Virtual Machines are incorrect because they are for creating dedicated computing resources in minutes and configuring a server similar to a physical desktop or server computer, which is irrelevant in this scenario. Question 99. Please select the correct option to fill in the following blank. Dash is an Azure service that detects and diagnoses web app anomalies. And the options are option 1, Azure Databricks, option 2, Azure Functions, option 3, Azure App Services, option 4, Azure Application Insights. And the correct answer is option 4, Azure Application Insights. Explanation. Option 4 is the correct answer. Azure Application Insights is a feature of Azure Monitor, an application performance management service. This service allows you to monitor running applications and automatically detect performance anomalies and use built-in analytics tools to view what your users do on your app. Option 1 is incorrect. Azure Databricks is a fast, easy-to-use Apache Spark-based big data analytics service designed for data engineering. Option 2 is incorrect. Azure Functions is an event-driven serverless computing platform. Option 3 is incorrect. Azure App Service is a fully managed, fast-building, deploying, and scaling service for web applications. Question 100. Is the following statement true? Data traffic between Azure services within the same Azure region is always free. And the options are option 1, yes, option 2, no. And the correct answer is option 1, yes. Explanation. The correct answer is yes. For the same Azure service, if you're in the same region, Azure does not charge for data transfers. Question 101. Please select the appropriate option to fill in the following blank. Organizations hosting infrastructure in a dash do not need to manage their own data center. And the options are option 1, private cloud, option 2, hybrid cloud, option 3, public cloud, and option 4, Hyper-V host. And the correct answer is option 3, public cloud. Explanation. Option 3 is the correct answer. In the public cloud, the cloud vendor manages the data center, so users of the public cloud do not need a data center. Option 1 is incorrect. The private cloud requires a data center in order to host infrastructure. Option 2 is incorrect. Hybrid clouds also use on-premises data centers, so you can't eliminate data centers that your organization needs to manage on-premises. Option 4 is incorrect. A Hyper-V host is a hypervisor that provides a virtualized environment. Question 102. True or false? Azure Information Protection allows you to encrypt records in Azure SQL database. And the options are option 1, true, option 2, false. And the correct answer is option 2, false. Explanation. The correct answer is false. You can't apply Azure Information Protection to data in Azure SQL database. Azure Information Protection is a cloud-based solution. This allows organizations to label content to detect, classify, and protect documents and email. AIP is a part of the Microsoft Information Protection solution. This extends the labeling and classification capabilities provided by Microsoft 365. Question 103. True or false? Azure Information Protection allows you to encrypt the content of your documents and emails. And the options are option 1, true, option 2, false. And the correct answer is option 1, true. Explanation. The correct answer is true. Azure Information Protection can classify and protect documents and emails. Azure Information Protection is a cloud-based solution. This allows organizations to label content to detect, classify, and protect documents and email. AIP is a part of Microsoft Information Protection solution. This extends the labeling and classification capabilities provided by Microsoft 365. Question 104. True or false? Azure Information Protection allows you to encrypt your Azure storage account. And the options are Option 1, true. Option 2, false. And the correct answer is option 2, false. Explanation. The correct answer is false. Azure storage accounts contain Azure storage data objects that cannot be encrypted with Azure information protection, such as blobs, files, queues, tables, and disks. You can encrypt stored data using the encryption service implemented in Azure Services Encryption at Rest. Question 105. True or false? Azure information protection allows you to encrypt network traffic, and the options are option 1, true, option 2, false, and the correct answer is option 2, false. Explanation. The correct answer is false. Network traffic cannot be encrypted with Azure Information Protection. Azure Information Protection is a cloud-based solution. This allows organizations to label content to detect, classify, and protect documents and email. It does not have the ability to encrypt network traffic. You need to configure TLS. Question 106. You want to build a serverless application to perform simple application processing. Which is the best solution for this? And the options are option 1, Azure App Service, option 2, Azure Virtual Machine, option 3, Azure Functions, and option 4, Azure Container Instances. And the correct answer is option 3. Explanation. Option 3 is the correct answer. Azure Functions is an event-driven serverless computing platform that can solve complex orchestration problems. You can use this to develop serverless applications. Option 1 is incorrect. Azure App Service allows you to quickly build, deploy, and scale your web applications on a fully managed platform. This is a development platform and does not provide a serverless environment. Option 2 is incorrect. Azure virtual machines are incorrect because they create dedicated computing resources in minutes and configure servers similar to physical desktop or server computer. They are not serverless. Option 4 is incorrect. Azure Container Instances are services that build container-based applications. Container instances also use virtualized environments, not serverless applications. Question 107. In Azure, SLAs are set according to the service. What happens if your SLA target is not achieved? And the options are option 1, credits are provided by Azure based on the actual SLA result compared with the target SLA result. Option 2, you can claim the chargeback set when the SLA is designed. Option 3, future discounts are automatically applied, and these discounts are based on the SLA result when compared with the SLA target. Option 4, it will be automatically refunded up to the amount of difference between the SLA result and the SLA target. And the correct answer is option 1. Credits are provided by Azure based on the actual SLA result compared with the target SLA result. Explanation. Option 1 is the correct answer. In the event of a failure in the service that Azure provides to its users, Microsoft will provide service level agreement credits. SLA credits from Microsoft are based on the services affected. For example, if a customer is using the Office 365 suite but has only experienced an outage for SharePoint, SLA credits will only be granted to SharePoint, not the customer's entire plan. Option 2 is incorrect. Users can request credits instead of a chargebacks based on the SLA. Option 3 is incorrect. Instead of automatically applying discounts based on the rate, credits are provided. Option 4 is incorrect. It is not automatically refunded. Question 108. You need to implement an application that leverages Azure to automatically send email notifications. Choose the two best solutions for this. And the options are option 1, API management. Option 2, Azure functions. Option 3, Azure Marketplace server image. And option 4, Azure Logic App. The correct answers are option 2, Azure functions, and option 4, Azure Logic App. Explanation. Option 2 is the correct answer. Azure Functions is an event-driven serverless computing platform that can solve complex orchestration problems. You can use this to develop an application that sends emails. Option 4 is the correct answer. Azure Logic App is a workflow generation solution that allows you to automate your workflow without writing a single line of code. You can use this to easily implement an application that automatically sends email notifications. Option 1 is incorrect. Azure API Management is a fully managed API gateway service. You can manage APIs collectively. It cannot create applications that perform email processing. Option 3 is incorrect. The server image in Azure Marketplace is incorrect because the server image is a predefined configuration of Azure virtual machines that you can use to host your application based on your needs. Thank you for watching this video. Please do not forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Buy our premium AZ bundle with 90% off. Check link in the description.